Welcome everyone to a new episode. I'm your host Alex Figueroa, and that is
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
Welcome to our Ip Man 2 4K disc review. This is where we're going to be breaking down the entire disc, not the movie. We already had the episode on that. That's episode 23. If you guys want to check out our movie review of Ip Man 2. But this one, we're going to be breaking down the disc. So with that said, we got brand new categories for our disc reviews. So they are video, audio, extra features, packaging, entire packaging, and our total points out of 25. And we'll give you guys our honest opinions on the videos and audios. This is two different sources, the way we listen and watch it. So you guys are gonna get the best of both worlds between me and Nate. But with that said, let's start it off with video. Nate?
Yeah. So video. And by the way, if you guys want to go back, make sure you go back and watch our first two where we broke down Ip Man, the first one, and Total Recall. And in Ip Man, at least we give you our what we're watching and listening to on. So we don't have to do it every week. Go back there, we'll tell you, and then you guys can listen accordingly. Video. Okay, so the first movie, very washed out. Didn't love it. Transfer was pretty good, but wasn't a beautiful movie to look at. This one, slightly better. Slightly. I thought this Transfer was good. I would say the Transfer itself was equivalent to the first movie, but this movie just looked a little better to me. Didn't have the oversaturated or desaturated, I should say, colors. It wasn't so pale, there was more color to it. I actually like some of the scenes, like, for example, in the boxing match and everything, when they're indoors, it was a little darker. Everything looks good. Thin layer of film grain, looked nice. Still not blown away because I just don't think, I don't know, maybe we haven't seen the rest, but maybe this is just not the series that has like those incredible visuals. But it looks good. It looks good, not great to me, but I'm more in the middle. And since it was better than the first one, I gave it a 3.5 for the video. The first one I gave a 3. This one's slightly better, 3.5.
Yeah, look, it's kind of weird with this one. I'm not going to give this a 5. I don't think it's that clear of a movie, but the colors do pop in this movie. That's one thing I gotta say. Everything looks normal. It doesn't look like they 4K'd it. Like, if you know what I mean, like it like super contrasted or anything like that. One nitpick I do got that I kind of knocked some points off was certain scenes kind of looked out of focus. I don't know if you saw that. Like, it looked weird.
Yeah, I don't know if that's due to the transfer or if that's just due to the
camera. Yeah. So I did not know. I don't know if that's the case, but it knocked some points off because there were certain points that I was like, is this my TV? But I was like, no way. It's just the movie itself, because I rewinded it and saw it went from clear to a little out of focus back to clear. So with that said, I gave it a 4 because I thought the colors popped more than IP Man. The first one from 2008, I thought it was a way better color palette. I thought everything looked natural, but the only nitpicks I had was the fact that it was a little blurry in certain scenes for some reason. But
soft. It had a more soft focus.
Yeah, it was like soft, and then it gets clearer for some reason in certain scenes, and then it goes back to. It was just weird. But I gave it a 4. Audio.
So this one I watched in Cantonese this time. I did not go to the English dub, so I watched it in its best form, original language with subtitles. And I got to tell you, again, for me, pretty much equal to the first movie. It's a strong, it's bass heavy. It has a lot of bass in it for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just the music, but anytime they're fighting, really, especially the punches, a lot of bass, very strong, very clear. I thought the audio was actually very, very good. Still nothing that blew me away. Nothing in the mix blows me away. So I think for me, so you guys know when I'm giving my scores, not only am I looking at because I think there's another Dolby Atmos track, but obviously that's going to give you a lot of beefiness, right? But I'm listening to the sound mix itself within the movie. If there's anything that really blows me away, it didn't, but it was very good. I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah. So the thing with the audio, it sounds good. It's not horrible. And I think this is presented with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. And I know it's DTS HD mastered for English. And I saw it in English, not the Cantonese. So you're getting that. But I gave it a 4 just like Ip Man. Because it sounds so good. And again, this is not a movie that's going to give you like explosions or helicopters flying where you hear on one end and it goes to the other side of your speaker, or cars screeching and guns flying, like guns shooting from different areas, and you can hear it in this side of the room. And Ip Man doesn't do that. So it does land a punch when they're fighting super thin in the English version. I didn't see in the Cantonese. Nate gave you his score. We'll give it to you next, but I gave it a 4. I gave it the same as Ip Man. Yeah,
and when I think of a 5, for me, a 5 would be something that I want to show people when they come over to see how, you got to hear this. So this is not that, but it's very good, very strong. So 4.
Yep. So you gave it a 4 too?
Yeah, I went first. I gave it a 4.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought I went. Okay. Extra features.
Okay. Extra features. 2. We don't got to beat around the bush here. There ain't no much. There's the same exact stuff as the first movie. A little making of. We got like some deleted scenes or something, and then a English language track is listed as a special feature. Very weak. The only reason I don't go to a 1 is, again, at least there's a making of, which is one of the features that I do enjoy watching on movies. So there's something, not super in depth, not amazing, decent little making of feature. A 2 for supplements for me, not a lot.
Yeah, extra features. I'm going to give it a 2 also. I'm not too crazy with the extra features. I think they should have added more stuff to this. I know they had some like bloopers or something. You could give me something. I would have enjoyed. So, look, with that said, I gave it a 2. So,
yeah.
So let's get to packaging. Now, this is a part of the video where you're going to see me unboxing this just a disc. I already did the entire case on the first Ip Man. So this one, you're just going to see the entire Ip Man 2 4K being open and showing you guys the artwork and the disc itself. With that entire package, meaning the big one and this one, I'm going to give it a 5. I'm just going to give it a 5 because it's a great set for a low amount of money. $50, $52, depending where you at, or $55. But I think I'm not going to beat around the bush. Everything is great in this box set, so I gave it a 5.
Yeah, it's the same for me. We gave the first movie. I think all 4 of them will probably get a 5 because they are part of this box set. So unless you used, because Ip Man 4 did come out as a standalone, and I know you own it with the slipcover. Unless you wanted to differentiate and say if it's a nice slipcover or whatever, these are all going to get a 5 because they're part of a really nice box set. Again, real sturdy. Last week we showed you it. I knocked on it so you can hear it. It's sturdy. It's thick. It feels like a book, has texture to it, gold on it. The disc itself, it just comes in the standard plastic 4K. The cover art is, honestly, I think of the 3 of them, it's one of my least favorite of the cover arts. I'll say that much. But they do have disc art on them, which is always good. But yeah, 5 out of 5. The package as a whole is great. And again, for the price point, I think right now, as we're recording this, it's $50.99 on Amazon. So, I mean, $51 is a great deal.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Overall.
So for me, Ip Man 2 as an overall package, I gave it a 3, which is what I gave the first one. And I don't know. I think the lack of features hurts the overall, for me to recommend it. That's the one main knock for me is there's no great features, and the video quality, I've not been like stunned yet. You know what I mean? If any of these have maybe 3 or 4, again, I don't know. If they have like a stunning, that might bump it up a little bit, but it's not stunning. It's good audio, good video, low features in a great package. So for me, that works out to middle ground of a 3.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm just going to agree with you. I gave this a 3 also. I don't think this... See, I rated Ip Man 1 higher. I think I gave it a 4 for great. Because I thought that was great. They didn't do as much with the color. This one, they had colors. They gave it to you, but they didn't work on the film much because there was some blurry scenes in there. So I had to knock some points off of that. The soundtrack was great, but again, when you're not listening to it on the native language, it's not going to give you the oomph. So I'm not knocking it because it's the oomph. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying is that it takes away the experience because you want to hear it in Dolby Atmos. Atmos, but I'm listening to it on DTS HD Master 5.1.
Right.
So with that, I gave it a 3. So now total points.
So according to my math, we should be very close, probably a half a point off. I gave it a 17.5 out of a 25. And I think you'd be at, what, 18, right?
Yeah, I'm at an 18 out of 25.
It was that half point for the video. That was our only real difference.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed because this is a sequel to the first. So it's 2 years after the first movie was made. And I thought it was going to get a little better quality in audio and video. I mean, the audio is the best you can get out of it. The video itself, I am a little disappointed in it, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a really clear transfer. But again, I'm not going to, beggars can't be choosers. You're getting it in 4K. So if you don't own it, this is the best version to get it anyway.
So that's our last bit, is the should you upgrade option. I will still say yes, just because of the price point and the box set. I didn't see it on Blu-ray. I would imagine this looks slightly better, and I don't know if the Blu-ray has any more features. Honestly, I would guess no. I think these probably carried over features from Blu-ray anyway. Oh, you have the Blu-ray. Okay. So we'll tell you right now in 10 seconds if it has any new does the Blu-ray have any different features than this 4K?
Yes.
Oh, so it has better features on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, so here we go. So the 4K comes with the making of, trailers, and English language. This 2-disc collector's edition comes with the making of, behind the set, deleted scenes, shooting diary, interviews, trailers, and English language.
Guess what? With that said, I'm going to say, as far as should you upgrade, I'm going to make it, I don't know what would be the term for it. I'll say flip a coin. Maybe we'll make it like a middle ground. You know what I mean? Because that one has things that the 4K doesn't have. And the 4K transfer is only slightly better. So I'll say coin flip, right? I think there should be yes, no, or coin flip. I would say coin flip if you want a little bit better audio and video, but way less features, then flip a coin.
I will say this in terms of should you upgrade. For myself, if you're not a person that cares for extra features, then upgrade to 4K. If you're one of those that love your extra features and you gotta have it, then stick with your 2-disc Blu-ray set, because honestly, I don't think the video quality on this is as better as this version of the movie. To be honest with you, I mean, it's not crystal clear. So this one you will get the same quality of this. Almost. Yeah, pretty much. It's the same quality if you really think about it. This one's slightly bigger, more data onto the disc, so it's going to look a little bit better. But again, it's your choice at the end of the day. Should you upgrade? I say yes. Nate says flip that coin.
I say flip a coin.
Yeah. So with that, close it out, buddy.
Yeah, so that is our 4K review for Ip Man 2. Of course, next week, we will be doing a 4K disc review for Ip Man 3. Get ready to hear another 5 on the overall packaging, and then everything else will be brand new. We'll see if it's worth the upgrade, or give you the video and audio breakdown as well.
Yeah, so if you want to follow us on any of our social media platforms, please follow Nate over on Instagram at NateFlixReviews, or on his Apple podcast with him and his friends. He has another podcast besides Levels of Geeks, where he gets along with his friends and they talk movies and stuff. That is Nate Flix Movie Reviews on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, all those platforms of wherever you listen to your podcasts on. And of course, Levels of Geeks, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Levels of Geeks. Support, follow. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and of course hit that bell button so every time we're live Mondays and Wednesdays, you guys will be notified, or whenever we drop podcast episodes, where they are Thursdays and Saturdays, and then Fridays are 4K movie, disc reviews. You guys will be notified. Again, I'm your host Alex Figueroa, and that is
Nate from Nate Flix Reviews.
Be awesome to each other and geek out.